The San Jose Outlaws, by all accounts, need a win to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Will they get it? Will they get in Los Angeles? Oh boy, will they get it in Los Angeles against an Aztec squad that needs a win and a San Diego loss for a Pacific title? Much at stake in Cali. New Orleans and Charlotte are playing out their stretches, but neither division rival wants to finish behind the other. Win number 7 awaits one of these proud franchises. And the Wichita Flyers have lost 5 straight. St. Louis has dropped 2 straight. Will the Rivermen stay in contention for the East top spot, or will Wichita rock their boat? We'll watch it all tonight in the Virtual Zone. Can you tell I'm rusty? Week 17 starts right here, right now on VFN. Sit back and enjoy the glory of 3 times the football as 90 minutes of UFL action starts now. It took me till week 17 to flub up an intro that bad, but here we are. St. Louis, Los Angeles, New Orleans kicking off, and we are underway. Plenty at stake tonight. I'm UFL co-founder Cameron Irvine, excited to be here with you. In the lower left-hand corner, New Orleans, Charlotte. We're not going to be talking a ton about that game. Both teams are 6-9. Both teams are out of playoff contention, so they are playing for pride. But in Los Angeles and in Wichita, there was a lot at stake. San Jose, you know, it's tiebreakers. It's you never know. It's maybe they could, maybe they couldn't. But by all accounts, San Jose really does not have a path forward at 8-8. They really want to pick up a win. Unfortunately for them, they are in Los Angeles. LA coming off a loss to Dallas, making adjustments to their game plan. Los Angeles trying to get Isaiah Fowler more consistent. They're done with the east-west stuff. Just hit the hole, go north and south, and trying to make something happen as it's 3rd and long for San Jose on their opening possession. They also worked on pursuit defensively. They really struggled against the top weapons from Dallas last week, and it showed that LA does in fact have holes in their defense. Believe it or not, the #1 scoring defense in the league, 12.9 points per game allowed before that game against Dallas. Now, St. Louis and Wichita are also coming off of losses. Wichita, as they handed off to Delro, nothing much there. Wichita wanting to prioritize stars and not players in, or not plays in the red zone. They have really struggled in the red zone this season, so we'll see how they do there. And then on the progression side of things, they boosted their 3 worst offensive linemen, still just trying to get that protection shirt up front. For St. Louis, they boosted their left guard and Maple Mack, who had previously been dropped. And on the game plan side of things, they want to get more pressure on opposing quarterbacks and force mistakes. So you can expect a more aggressive defense from St. Louis today, as their defense has really been struggling in this 2-game slide. San Jose goes 3 and out on their opening possession, and Los Angeles will take over at about the 35-yard line. Let's get to the playoff picture, the updated playoff picture now in week 17. We're talking about Los Angeles needing a win and a San Diego loss, and they will clinch the Pacific Division. San Diego plays tomorrow against Fresno. We're talking about St. Louis still with an opportunity at the #1 seed. If Miami and Dallas both lose later this week, Miami takes on Florida, and Dallas faces Tennessee as Wichita is across the 50-yard line. Flyers are out. St. Louis still plenty to play for out east. If the Rivermen were to lose, then it would be down to Dallas and Miami for that top spot in the East Division. Miami would need a win and a Dallas loss, and they would clinch the conference's top seed based on conference record. Miami has been dominant in the Eastern Conference, 9-2 in the East. Only Salt Lake has a better conference record at 10-1. That's a look at the West and East updated playoff pictures, as Marco Swift has Los Angeles across the 50, Wichita down to the St. Louis 35-yard line on Delro's second carry. What am I forgetting? Prime time tonight. It's the Metro Division finale. Rochester at New York. Both teams are 9-6. Rochester won the first meeting. If they win tonight, they sweep New York and they get the #3 seed. If New York wins, they split the season series with Rochester, but they will finish with a better conference record, meaning New York will win the division, as there's a penalty marker for Charlotte. And and that's coming back. Disappointing result there for the Royals. But New York would then get the number 3 seed. The winner of the Great Lakes division has secured the number 4 seed in the playoffs, whoever that may be, Cincinnati or Motor City. We'll find that out later on in the week. John Clements hurling it deep on 3rd down and 20 for Charlotte. That pass is incomplete. Fowler dropped in the backfield on his 2nd carry of the night. And Wichita, I do believe, is our first team in the red zone. So Rochester, New York coming up tonight. Colin Northrup and Josh Zirkle on the call of that monster matchup that we start with in Week 17. BK Solberg 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line, and that pass into the end zone is caught for a Wichita touchdown. And we have our first scores of game night as Raylan Witten makes the catch. Wichita off to the hot start against St. Louis. That's a catch in double coverage. Los Angeles is now in the red zone. 22-yard catch for Larry Fancher II. Think outside the box. Yep. If you hit that link, it'll automatically give you 2 cards, so you do not have to do it twice. Shout-outs to Outside the Box, Robert Henson, Ernest McCrae, Ellie's in the house, Iggy, Josh Zirkle, Justin Reside, Guy Clausen, Robert Henson, Joshua Durr, DJ Kilgannon, and many, many others with us here tonight. This is Marco Swift firing past the 1st down. That is a 1st and goal to the 6-yard line. Swift started 4 for 5. $16 and 7 off the board as we start our Yugo evening. It's a big time evening across the UFL and Yugo players as Isaiah Fowler walks in from 6 yards and scores. Los Angeles is on the board first. Yugo tonight, it's double cards. And if you win, not only do you get +5 boost, but you also get +5 drop. That is huge to the postseason coming up. If you are out of the playoffs, you win double. That's -10 drops, +10 boosts. As the extra point is good for Los Angeles and McCrae. An 8-play, 65-yard drive. LA is on the board first, 7-0 over San Jose with 7:13 to go in the first. Will Todd and the defense trying to get things together. New Orleans and Charlotte still scoreless on Ray Chapatulis' 3rd carry.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
I thought there for a minute that we had lost game 3 as that pass is caught to the 30-yard line for near a St. Louis 1st down. Introducing starting lineups in St. Louis. It's 3rd down and 5 at the 30-yard line.
50, plant.
Riverman trying to respond. Down 7-0 in the early going. Karen Koizumi's pass is caught. 2 for 2 for a 10-yard start. Homer J with the catch, his 1st for 6. Keep an eye on the corners. Upper left, lower right. Your 2 key games tonight, New Orleans and Charlotte. Playing for pride.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Koizumi drops the throw, dumps it off to Jay, got a little bit. Nate Hall deep into double coverage, incomplete. So 3rd down coming up for the Outlaws. That is a run to Junior McCrae. Doesn't go for much. 3rd down and 10 at the 37-yard line. That is Zachary Odom with the tackle. Odom coming in off unblocked off that right side. Culberson just 3 yards on 3 carries, but he does pick up the first down and shoves it in the face of Waller. 3rd and 10, St. Louis. Koizumi into traffic. The ball still rolling around, and no one able to come up with it. That ball hung in the air forever, rolling around like something you lose down in the crevices of your car. Trying to see where that football was. Who had the best shot at it? This might be a better look here. It was actually ripped out of the hands of the intended receiver. That'll be a punt. That was Camille Wells who was the intended target, and St. Louis will have to punt it away. This punt's a doozy, and it almost hit a Wichita Flyer in the back. That would have been dangerous. Wichita will take over from their 15-yard line. 3rd and 12 for Whiskey-LaFourche. That pass is incomplete, and Nate Hall had a wide open receiver on 2nd and 13 and could not hit him. Hall starts 2 for 5 for 6 yards. Not the start the Outlaws were hoping for.
55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go.
3rd down and 13, San Jose. As Hall drops to throw, looking for that yak yards, and LA's not going to give it to him. Culberson with the catch, but Young on the tackle. Necessary roughness on St. Louis is going to give Wichita a first down on their own 39. Emmanuel Edwards upset with the call. First down in the early goings for Wichita. And San Jose's got a punt. LA's defense certainly looks more well put together today. Chris Curtis on the catch, a little woozy after the play, picking up 9. Clemens is 6 of 7 for 38 yards to start the game. Braylon Witten with his 2nd catch, up to 25 yards on 2 catches, 2nd down and 1. Chris Delrow on the carry, and another flag on St. Louis. This one a personal foul variety, so 30 yards in penalties for the Rivermen here on this 2nd drive. Dynamite McCray called for the infraction. Might have had a penalty last week. Just like that, Wichita is up to the St. Louis 27-yard line. The Rivermen helping out the Flyers, who have lost 5 in a row. BK Solberg, clean pocket. Improvements to the offensive line working there. As Clemens' pass is called in, picking up 5 yards. He's 8 of 9. First down for LA. Clean pocket, wide open at the logo. First down to the San Jose 46-yard line. Iggy Turner with the catch. Solberg 2nd and 4, has a man in traffic, incomplete, knocked away. 3rd and 4. We are nearly through the end of the first quarter in Charlotte. We still have no score, and neither team has really gotten close to scoring range. Solberg on 3rd and 4. Hit as he throws and delivers a perfect strike down to the 2. Darian Adkins, who despite being unclaimed, led the team in receptions last week. Curtis on a little screen, and Charlotte's down to the 35-yard line of New Orleans. Clemens is 10 for 11. There goes San Jose. That's a pick, and it's a touchdown. Connor Fleming unclaimed with the pick 6. Marco Swift threw it right to him. Back to Solberg and the Flyers, who throws that away. But Fleming with the interception return for a touchdown. A disastrous mistake for Los Angeles, who had all the momentum in this ball game. That will be officially counted as a 50-yard return, and Chris Delrow is into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown. So Delro gets the handoff and pushes the pile, and how about Wichita? Up 13-0 early. Delro's 8th rushing touchdown of the season. So quickly, a pair of touchdowns as Wichita goes up 14-0. We are all tied at 7 in Los Angeles after the horrible error from Marco Swift. And St. Louis is scratching their heads here. What has happened to the Rivermen? At one point, just a couple of weeks ago, they were the East's #1 team. They could fall as far as a 7, I believe. They have clinched a playoff spot. Charlotte is inside the 20-yard line. Swift 5 for 7 for 78 yards, but that interception hurt. Into the second quarter, we go to Charlotte for the first time today. This is the Royals down to the 15-yard line. Play action, roll out. This is John Clements firing, caught down to the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Ayanojo Abarazabo with the catch. Clements is 13 of 14 right now. And Karen Kaizumi missed a wide open receiver. Miles Morales-Woods picks up 18 yards. And LA's offense, besides that one turnover, doing whatever they want against San Jose right now.
Here we go. 60 or.
First and goal at the 3 for Clements and the Royals. Clements, end zone, touchdown, 3 the hard way. Pass caught by unclaimed tight end Dylan Boone. Koizumi over the middle. That pass is caught down to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 19. That's Wells again. And finally, the Rivermen able to get something moving up the field. Handoff, Isaiah Fowler right up the middle. 39 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown so far. The extra point is good for Charlotte. 7-0. Royals on top of the Claws.
Big stop, let's go.
Goes down for St. Louis, and McCray is buried. Marco Swift on a 3rd and short. Pass caught, first down into the red zone. Lars Bazar with the catch. He led Los Angeles in receiving in their loss against Dallas. Koizumi on a little slant, 2nd and 9. I think it's going to come up just shy. Oh no, they did give the first down to St. Louis, to the Wichita 42.
Come on, set. 70 in. Right there. Here we go.
Rivermen on the move as we wind down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Koizumi throws it to the Rivermen's sideline. Not much there, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Will Todd with a TFL. Actually, did he get a sack? Will Todd on the scramble, making the play. Nicely done. Start of the 2nd quarter in Wichita. For Will Todd, that will technically count as his first sack of the season. So congrats to Will Todd. Into the 1st quarter in Los Angeles, and LA is going to be in the red zone when we come back to action in that one. 3rd down and 7. Koizumi, a floater down the middle, and it's held on to at the 11-yard line of Wichita. Wiska Lafouche bouncing off of tacklers and getting the first down for New Orleans. That is a tough catch to hold on to. running a deep crosser. That's Camille Wells again. As Los Angeles gets down to the 11-yard line. 128 passing yards for Marco Swift today. That's Bizarre's third catch for 35 yards. 1st and 10 at the 11 for Koizumi and the Rivermen, who are down 14-0 early in this game. That pass is incomplete. 2nd down. Will Todd and Connor Fleming with the pick 6, doubling up. Hand off to Junior McCray, nothing. 6 yards on 6 carries so far for St. Louis's rushing attack, and it's 3rd down and 10. Marco Swift with all day in the pocket. Swift dumps it off on 3rd and 2. Did San Jose get the stop? 4th and 1, they did. Fleming there again on the tackle. 3rd down and 10 for St. Louis. Koizumi is picked up and thrown down. Zachary Odom with the sack. Now 2 TFLs for Odom. Los Angeles is forced to attempt the 26-yard field goal. And that kick is good. 10 and 26 off the board. And St. Louis on 4th down and long is going to kick a 33-yard field goal. And the Rivermen's kick is good. 14-3 Wichita, 7-0 Charlotte, 10-7 Los Angeles, as Nate Hall warms up for his next possession. Third reception for Michael Osbury, and this is the best drive the New Orleans Claws offense has had so far today. New Orleans at the Charlotte 28-yard line. Penalty marker, I believe, on LA for a face mask. That'll help San Jose with much better field position. Solberg coming back out there for the Flyers, up 14-3. 9:39 to go in the first half, outgaining St. Louis 131-72. Chapatulis down to the 25-yard line. There's a penalty marker, presumably on Wichita here. Ineligible downfield. Nate Hall on a 1st down and 10, looking for someone to get open, and does find his receiver to the 49-yard line. Some rare yards today from San Jose's offense. Just 19 so far in the game against this stout Los Angeles defense. Solberg's taking a deep shot. One-on-one coverage. Whoa, what a play! And Dynamite McCray gets up and throws the ball into the 5th row. That might be the interception of the season. Lower right-hand corner. Watch Dynamite McCray. A ridiculous Odell-like one-handed reach back with coverage in his face. Oh my goodness, McCray, and St. Louis has new life. The field goal was good for New Orleans. We'll have to check the distance.
Ready, 18 Gator. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, that was incredible. 38-yard field goal is good for New Orleans. Karen Koizumi taking a shot. That was almost picked off. Man, oh man, we have seen some of the best plays of the season down here in the last few weeks. I can't wait to do a top 10 plays of the season this year in the UFL. It's going to be unbelievable. That might have been the pick of the year. That was impressive. Look at John Clemens. Speaking of impressive, 14 of 15 for 111 yards, a touchdown and no pick. Yet Charlotte only leads 7-3. You know, Charlotte's been super efficient. Isaiah Fowler's got a first down. Charlotte's been super efficient all season long offensively, but they're just not getting the points. Isaiah Fowler, straight up the field. Having a good first half so far. Camille Wells has been targeted quite often here today for St. Louis. It's a first down for the Rivermen at the 44-yard line following that beautiful interception. Los Angeles has crossed the 50. The handoff goes to Junior McCray. He'll get to 5 yards. Still struggling to find some rushing lanes. I don't know about a not top 10. We're not trying to show all our faults, and yes, we do have faults. Handoff to Junior McCray, and he lost a yard. Marco Swift into the sun, first down to the 29-yard line. Swift has shaken off that early interception, and LA has been crisp since. 3rd and 5 for St. Louis. Koizumi down the middle all alone to the 28-yard line of Wichita. John Clements over the middle as a first down to the New Orleans 39. Already 3:20 left to go in the first half. Albarazabo with his 4th catch for 70 yards.
Ready.
Hand off to Fowler. Look at Isaiah Fowler. 9 more yards right up the gut. 59 yards on 11 carries. Koizumi play action. So tough to defend. Down to the 8-yard line. 10 of 14 for a $125 now. And that's Homer J's 4th. He now has 52 yards in the first half. Swift drops to throw. Gets it to the 15, and Los Angeles is in the red zone with a fresh set of downs. St. Louis is in the red zone with a fresh set of downs. And already, Terrell Cooper needs 44 and 43 for Hugo. Swift on play action, rolls out, fires into the dirt. Is that a catch? I don't think so. Oh, no, actually they are ruling out a catch for Norton, but for no yards. Hand off to Clements with his first carry. Hand off Fowler. And not much there for Isaiah. 3rd down and 10 coming up for LA. San Jose looking for a stop to keep this a 1-score game. Koizumi to Jay, down to the 4. Jay has been a favorite target. Has check that, Sarowski with the catch. Marco Swift inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. First down and goal. Fancher the second of his 4th grab for 55 yards in the first half. LA, another one of those teams that's really struggled in the red zone despite some success on the field. We'll see if they can punch this one in for a touchdown. Charlotte is now in the red zone. All 3 teams in the red zone right now. Charlotte at the 17. Clemens going to take off and slide. Koizumi's pass is caught for a 4-yard touchdown. That is Centrell Howe's unclaimed wide receiver 1. The 4 is off the board, and St. Louis is creeping back into this one as Fowler trying to get around the end, but is dragged down by Connor Fleming, who's having the game of his life. Unclaimed. First down and 10 at the 14 for Charlotte. As Clements' pass is deflected. The extra point is up and good for St. Louis, 14-10. Just like that, the Rivermen Right back in this thing. 10-play, 72-yard drive. Let's go to Los Angeles. The handoff goes to Fowler, and again, the San Jose linebackers shooting the gap. Will Todd with a TFL. Clements, first and goal, down to the 3-yard line. 1:25 to go in that first half. This is already the 31st offensive play for Los Angeles as Curtis almost scored. Now 1 yard away from pay dirt. Marco Swift's pass into traffic is knocked away. And San Jose does it again. Their star corner, Landry Williams, with the pass breakup. 2nd and goal at the 1. The handoff goes to Curtis. He lost a yard, maybe even 2. As New Orleans defense tries to stand tall in the red zone. Franklin making the play, down to 40 seconds to go in that first half. Solberg with a little bubble. Look at Gilmore down the sideline, breaking tackles. Gilmore all the way to the St. Louis 30. That's how you respond to a touchdown drive. A 25-yard field goal attempt for Los Angeles is good. 25 and 13 off the board. As the numbers start to shift, LA now leads 13-7 over San Jose, but the Outlaws offense has to prove they can move the football. 4th down and goal. Charlotte's going to kick another field goal. This will be from 20 yards away. And that kick is good. And Solberg goes down for the sack. Maple Mack, an improved Maple Mack heading into the ball game, drops Solberg for a loss of 7. (10-3) Charlotte, 13-7 Los Angeles, 14-10 Wichita, and they have the football on the St. Louis 37-yard line. Handoff, Delro's got a lane. Shifty, picking up 10. Nate Hall over the middle. That is caught, a 7-yard pickup. 5 of 9, but for just 22 passing yards in this first half. San Jose hanging in there. St. Louis brought pressure. That pass is caught down to the 4-yard line. So far, St. Louis minimal damage with a more aggressive defense. Darian Atkins with the catch, and Wichita is back in the red zone. 48 of you watching Game Night, the first of 4 final game nights here on this inaugural UFL season. We thank you for your viewership and your support all season long. As we get a new product off the ground, we can't wait to return in 2026 and for a very exciting offseason around the league as Chris Delro will get nothing. Nate Hall on 3rd down, open over the middle. That's caught by Jake Riley for a first. LaFouche has a first down on the scramble, but that's going to take us to the end of the first half after a final timeout. 2nd and goal at the 4 for Solberg. That pass is intercepted, picked off by St. Louis. There go the Rivermen. St. Louis down 14-0 in this game, and they will take the lead on a 103-yard interception return. Devon Palmer, the unclaimed corner. St. Louis fights all the way back. Just an underthrown ball, had a receiver wide open, and Palmer had so much room to run, he almost took a knee and then decided to keep going. A face mask on Charlotte will give New Orleans an untimed down at the Charlotte 39-yard line. Nate Hall had a big-time scramble, and this time he's going to be sacked by Kilgannon. And that is definitely 51 plus. off the board. The extra point for St. Louis will give them 17. That is good, and just like that, the Rivermen have the lead for the first time today.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Halftime in Charlotte, the Royals lead the Claws 10-3 in a battle of 6 and 9 clubs. There's a penalty marker as San Jose continues their drive inside a minute to go in the first half.
On the ready.
San Jose 2nd and 27 after a devastating penalty. Now it's 3rd down and 20, and they don't want to take their timeouts too quickly right now because they don't want LA to have a shot at the football at the end of the half. 3rd and 20 for Hall. What's he got in his bag? Can he get into field goal range? Nate Hall fires over the middle. That pass is caught. Just shy of field goal range, but, just shy of a first down. Morales Woods on the tackle, but San Jose will get a chance to kick a field goal before the break. Solberg on a screen to Delro. He's got some blockers out in front of him, but they could not put anything together. Wichita's in the 2-minute offense. They were up 14-0. Wichita might be the streakiest team in the league. Remember, they outscored Dallas 20-0 in the third quarter before getting outscored heavily in the fourth. That is a 43-yard field goal. Didn't Terrell Cooper need a 43 on his Hugo card? Chapatulis up to the 38-yard line. No huddle for Wichita, 3rd down and 2. Solberg fires it over the middle, caught at the 44-yard line. That's Adkins again, 3rd catch for 54 yards.
Hey, let's go, get set. No. Get it.
Solberg's pass is complete to the sideline, and that stops the clock at the St. Louis 39-yard line. Brilliantly done. Lafouche near a first down.
Go set. 10 Lobo.
First down and 10, 54 seconds to go in the first half for Wichita. Trying to get into scoring range. That's R.J. Gilmer. First down. Oh, no, just a little short of the first down to the 30. 2nd and 1, 42 seconds to go. 13-10. Los Angeles leads San Jose at the half. All 3 timeouts for Wichita. This is Solberg firing inside the 15-yard line. Timeout Flyers. They're in the red zone. How about Wichita striking back after 17 unanswered by the Rivermen?
Let's go. 30 base.
First down and 10.
Ready.
This is Solberg firing middle, incomplete. Saves Wichita a timeout. We got a 1-possession game in all 3 of our games to start week 17. Clements 19 of 23 for 167 yards. And Solberg lost the ball. Picked up by Harrington. A massive turnover just before the end of the half. Edwards ripped it out of him. Man, and Solberg just weak with the football there. And the streakiness of Wichita continues. They will likely trail at the half. Koizumi 12 of 16, 132 yards, A touchdown and no picks. That's the third turnover of the game for the Flyers. St. Louis has none. Koizumi's going to try, but that's off the mark. Charlotte's got a first down, 8:30 to go in the third. Fowler continuing to run hard, 75 yards on 17 carries. This is Koizumi to the 39-yard line. Caught, timeout St. Louis. They've got 2 left. They could still do something with this. Deep shot, Marco Swift, almost picked. Wow, San Jose, blue crush, forcing the 4th down for Los Angeles' offense. Another look at it in the upper left-hand corner. He almost got there. Great closing speed. That pass is caught at the ankles of the intended target. Now 1 timeout left for St. Louis. They are on, let's see, they got 5 seconds left. They're on the 50. Conceivably, St. Louis could get another play into field goal range here.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Let's see if they can get it off quick. They dump it off short, and that will actually run the clock out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So Wichita up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, trails 17-0 at the half. That is the final game to hit the locker room. San Jose back on offense after their defense gets a stop. They trail Los Angeles just 13-10.
Down. 50. Plant.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Get it.
Nate Hall dropping a throw. And to the sideline. Caught at the 45. That's Jake Riley. 10 of 14 for 79 yards now for Nate Hall. San Jose on the move. Clements dropping a throw. Fires a rifle. Charlotte is into the red zone at the New Orleans 15-yard line, trying to get some separation. Hall again on the throw. It's 4 up to the 49-yard line. San Jose near midfield.
Let's go. 70. Indy.
Charlotte at the 15, 6:15 to go in the third.
Now.
The handoff goes to Curtis. And Culberson actually going to get the first down for San Jose, just 14 yards on 6 carries. But getting the job done has moved the chains a few times for San Jose today as the second half is underway in Wichita. First down for the Outlaws. Roll out Hall. Beautiful throw down to the LA 32-yard line. And it's now 1st and goal for Charlotte at the 5. Charlotte still not called, or 5 still not called. First and 10. Nate Hall's pass caught. Picking up 3.
Go. 10-2.
That is Craig Branch on the catch, his 4th. First and goal at the 5-yard line for Charlotte. Handoff to Curtis, and Chris Curtis is into the end zone, and 5's off the board. Touchdown Royals, they go up by 2 scores. There's a penalty marker. It's a hold on San Jose. That is a huge penalty at this point of the field. They had a major penalty at the end of the first half as Koizumi gets the first down for St. Louis. Now the handoff goes to Culberson up the middle. He gets 6 of it back, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 for San Jose at the LA 33-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the third. A tight one in California. The extra point for Charlotte is good. 10-play, 61-yard drive. There goes Junior McCray up the gut to the Wichita 48. Or to the St. Louis 48, rather. This is Hall over the middle. That's Branch, but it's well short of the first down, and it looks like San Jose is going to have to kick the field goal to tie the game. Hand off to Junior McCray to the Wichita 49-yard line. And let's look at the 44. No way, Terrell Cooper. The 44-yard field goal for San Jose. That kick is up, and it's good. Cooper gets 43 and 44 off his card. That is almost impossible. Ray Chapatulas, 75 yards on 12 carries so far, but the Claws trailing 17-3. Junior McCray really getting the ground game going in the third quarter for St. Louis. First down, they have scored 17 unanswered against Wichita, 9:03 to go in the third quarter. Play action, Koizumi going to take off and run, has some space, past the 30. First down, St. Louis, and out of bounds to the Wichita 21-yard line. Hugo card ID 40. Cooper's got the vertical on the end. You are confirmed. Marco Swift firing it short. That's Iggy Turner. Kind of a half jump, right, Iggy? Picked up 5. And St. Louis is in the red zone. LaFouche taking off and running to the 45. St. Louis trying to make it 20 or 24 unanswered points against Wichita since they took a 14-0 lead in the first quarter. Bizarre on a little crosser. Will bring up third and short for Los Angeles. This is Koizumi's pass is complete and knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. We still don't have 1 off the board. First and goal at the 1 for St. Louis. It was nearly picked off, but the Rivermen able to make it happen on third and short. Noel on his first carry has the first down for LA. 4:45 and counting in the third quarter. Karen Koizumi, play action now, bootlegging to the left, fighting for the pylon and won't get it. What a touchdown saving tackle. That's Zachary Odom again, having the game of his life for the Flyers defense. All 3 of his tackles have been instrumental in trying to piece together a win. Wow, Karen was so close. Look at this pylon cam. Look at the ball, knees down, just short. Can Wichita manage a goal line stand? Second and goal at the 1. 7:10 to go in the third. Handoff, Junior McCray. Didn't get there. Man, it looked like he scored, but the knee must have been down. Third and goal at the 1.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
What will St. Louis call on this one? What a grab. LA first down to the San Jose 41-yard line. Third down and goal at the 1 for St. Louis. And a delay of game will push them back 5 yards. That did not just happen. And now it's back to the 6, and the 1 is off the table. What a costly mistake for the Rivermen.
Ready, set.
Third and goal now at the 6. As Wichita tries to bow up. Koizumi short and well short of the first down. Wichita with a stop. New Orleans is at the Charlotte 26, approaching the red zone. Los Angeles' drive continues with 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Fowler 79 yards on 20 carries. You got another one, Memphis? I confirm that for you, card 40. This is Marco Swift firing over the middle. Los Angeles is in the red zone. This will be a 22-yard field goal for St. Louis. That kick is good. Now 20 unanswered against Wichita. Remember that Dallas game. Wichita outscored Dallas 20-0 in the third quarter, and then Dallas scored 28 points in the fourth quarter. Card number 24.
Come on. Set, go.
So Terrell. Oh, my bad. Rene Leon got that Hugo. My fault. Okay, card 24. Got the receivers confused. There goes Fowler, picking up a first down. That vertical is confirmed in the second row for you, Terrell. First and goal for Los Angeles at the 4-yard line in a tie game in 13. Yeah, my bad. DJ needs a 41. We'll see if he can wish that into existence. Third down and goal coming up now for New Orleans. That pass in the end zone, a 4-yard strike. Iggy Turner had to reach for that one, but gets the touchdown, and Los Angeles takes the lead at the end of the third quarter. Man, Turner really had to reach for it. Third and goal, LaFouche is sacked. Brooks with the takedown for Charlotte. And it's fourth and goal for the Claws. I think you go for it here. What do you got to lose? Delro buried in the backfield by Maple Mack. The extra point is good for Los Angeles. 20-13, LA retakes the lead after San Jose tied things up. Wichita down the field to the St. Louis 46-yard line for the first down, and Whisker LaFouche just threw a pick. Murphy with the interception, and Charlotte holds New Orleans to nothing. Solberg with an absolute rifle, another catch to Darian Adkins. And R.J. Gilmer and Timothy Shea, Braylon Witten saying, what do we got to do to get a target around here? First and 10 for Wichita across the 50-yard line. Delro with a nice carry, 44 yards on 9 carries. 4.5 to go. St. Louis leads 20-14. The Rivermen need a win and losses by Miami and Dallas to have a shot at the number 1 seed. As Solberg's pass is complete over the middle. 252 passing yards for Solberg. On a first and 10 for San Jose, nothing doing on the ground. Scruggs with the tackle, his third. Don't forget, coming up on prime time, Colin Northrup and Josh Zirkle have the call of the major matchup in the Metro. 8-6 Rochester, 8-6 New York. The winner wins the division, gets a top 4 seed and a first-round home playoff game. End of the third quarter in Los Angeles. Flip outside for Wichita, doesn't go much of anywhere. In fact, it lost 3 yards. Start of the fourth quarter in Los Angeles. And Culberson gets another handoff, and there is just no running lanes against this stout LA defense. New Orleans trying to strip the football away from Curtis. Curtis kind of a quiet day, but does have a touchdown. Delro on the carry for Wichita, gets to the St. Louis 32. San Jose tried to set up the screen on third down, and LA forces a 3-and-out following the touchdown. The most disappointing drive of the day for San Jose. They got to find some magic in the fourth quarter. Third down and 9 for Wichita. Solberg with a clean pocket down the field. incomplete. And for the moment, it looks like St. Louis got another stop on the Flyers. Nathan Toth, I want a St. Louis jersey, and we want to bring it to you. We have been working oh so hard behind the scenes on merchandise and apparel. It has been a grind. Anytime you're trying to open 32 different shops with all custom gear, all at the same time, all by one designer. This is a 49-yard field goal from Wichita, and it's good. 49, 50, and 51 plus all off the board. That is a rarity here on game night. And Wichita stops the streak. Isaiah Fowler, where is he going? That's a loss of 6 yards on the play. Blue Crush with his third tackle. Fowler's been pretty good in between the tackles every so often. I mean, Fowler trying to cut it back outside, and there is no room there. New Orleans is on their own 3, but Ray Chapatoulas just got him out of the jam. 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Still a 2-score game there, so conceivably New Orleans could come back. 99 yards on 20 carries for Ray. Marco Swift starts the drive for Los Angeles with a completion to the 33-yard line. Justin Reside's got a Hugo on card 44. He would be our third winner of the night. And that is right down the middle confirmed, Justin. Now the 4 is updated all the way over on the left. LA has to punt. Deep ball from Karen Kaizumi. That is complete to midfield. With 2:17 to go in the third, a 27-yard catch for Central House. And the Rivermen continue to have a very impressive game despite the 14-0 hole they put themselves in. Whisker Lafouche and the New Orleans Claws still on the move. 7:10 to go. They threw an interception in the end zone on their last drive, and what could have been if they had scored a touchdown instead. San Jose's got the football back. They trail by 7 with 9:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Lafouche fires for a first down across Charlotte territory. Junior McCray, 48 yards on 14 carries so far. And Nate Hall's pass into traffic, nearly intercepted. 3rd and 7 for San Jose. A monster play in another chapter of a California war here in the UFL. And Wichita with a pick down the sideline, breaking a tackle. There go the Flyers. Touchdown, Wichita. Wichita takes the lead on a jumped route to the sideline, and look at the footwork to stay in bounds. That is almost a miracle. The Flyers retake the lead. Trayon Knox high points the football, stiff arms a defender, keeps the feet in bounds, and scores. One of the best defensive plays you'll see all season as San Jose approaches the 50. That return was from 52 yards, 51 plus already off the board. 24, however, was not. The extra point is good for Wichita, and they retake the lead for the first time since they led 14-7. Another huge third down for San Jose coming up. 8 minutes to go, 3rd down and 10. After Foraker steps into a coverage on the screen and makes the play. 4th down for New Orleans. They just went for it again, and Sean Griffin with a deflection. New Orleans 0 for 2 on 4th down in the 4th. A Hugo on card 13. for Frank Bernstein. Or Bernstein on the fourth row. That is good. Frank, tell us how to. I want confirmation right here, right now, to say your name. That was almost picked on 3rd down and 10 for San Jose. That never even had a chance, and I think they got to punt the ball away. John Clements, 28 of 34, a touchdown and a clean sheet for Charlotte with 5:38 to go as the Royals try to cement a 7-9 season. Chris Curtis, one of his best runs of the season. Junior McCrae's got a first down to the 39-yard line as we approach the 4th quarter in Kansas. Remember, you get a boost and a drop with your YouGo winnings tonight. You can send that drop in a DM. I will apply it this evening when I get back into the game with roster updates. As we push towards the playoffs, boosts and drops become all that more important. Keep playing daily. Stay here for prime time. Any YouGo wins in prime time. A lot of times people forget that. Los Angeles trying to put San Jose away. St. Louis down by 4. Fighting to stay alive in the race for the East #1 seed. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Nathan Toth. I'm new to this. Are these CPU teams? Who created power ratings and point spreads? Okay, a lot to get to there. But it's good you asked now. Curtis is in the red zone for Charlotte. So you can visit our website, UFL.football. All of these teams were branded professionally by CJ Zilligan, professional sports brand designer. He retextured everything in our game and then partnered with us here at the Virtual Football Network to bring the league to life. Was that a fumble or was that an incomplete pass? What are they ruling in Wichita? Okay, there's an incomplete pass. St. Louis has to punt, and Wichita gets a stop to start the 4th quarter. But all of these are CPU teams, but players on these teams have the ability, as that ball bounces into the end zone, have the ability to adjust their game plan, improve their players, and improve their team through improvements and identifying weaknesses based on the analytics of the season. All the stats are tracked on our website at UFL.football. And each one of the 256 games in this regular season has aired right here on VFN. Dangerous ball. Wow, a car crash in the backfield for Wichita. Lost 2 yards. Down to 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Charlotte is bleeding New Orleans dry at the conclusion of their season. Isaiah Fowler trying to get the first down on 2nd down and 2. And San Jose got the stop. 3rd down and inches. The Outlaws need the football back with 5:06 to go. Clements going to be sacked. New Orleans will call a timeout. 2nd down and 12 for Solberg. That one is deflected and almost intercepted. Fowler's got a first down up to the San Jose 49-yard line, and the bench of the Outlaws can't believe it. And we create those point spreads, Daniel, based on, or Nathan, based on just how the season has been going. We're always ready to get into the betting line game. San Jose needs a stop. 4:15 to go in the 4th quarter. Wichita and St. Louis keeping the YouGos alive. Here's another run right up the middle and another penalty marker. It's a face mask. That is not good for San Jose. LA is on the move all the way down to the 22, and it's on Will Todd, who's played one of the best games of his season. By the way, Charlotte ended up with a field goal. That was a 30-yard field goal. So 30's off the board. Marco Swift taking off and running inside the 20. Homer J's got a catch. First down, St. Louis, in a nail-biter in Kansas. That Charlotte-New Orleans game going to end with a whimper. 3-score lead for the Royals, an impressive showing in their final game of the season. 314 to 236 in total yards in favor of the Rivermen, but they trail right now. 10:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Karen Kaizumi out to midfield. That is complete. Still be second down and long. Marco Swift, play fake, fires into the end zone. Wide open, touchdown, 16 yards away. Iggy Turner's second of the day, and LA is pulling away and leaving the Outlaws in the dust, keeping the Pacific title alive. For the Aztecs, they need a San Diego loss tomorrow as long as they hold on to this lead. Rochester and New York decide the Metro. Coming up next in primetime, Colin Northrup and Josh Zirkle on the call. 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Karen Kaizumi's pass caught, juke move. First down to the Wichita 36. And 27 is off the board for Los Angeles. That is called number 25. New Orleans on the move, down to 1:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Nate Hall's going to have to get busy. The San Jose offense has not scored a touchdown today. 2:51 left in that game. We have 9:13 left in Wichita. Karen Kaizumi back to throw. That pass is caught at the 7-yard line. First and goal, St. Louis. A 29-yard catch in traffic by Central House. Rivermen not done yet. Yes, Fowler, Los Angeles lost to San Jose earlier in the season, and it wasn't that particularly long ago. What a play by Howes, and what a play by Charlotte. A pick six again. Touchdown Royals. A 71-yard pick six, and it's a rout in North Carolina. Kaizumi is sacked. And a face mask on Los Angeles will give San Jose new life on this drive with 2:47 to play. Yeah, San Jose won 10-7. That was July 17th, just a little over a month ago. Second and goal at the 13 as Wichita looks to hold and keep their lead with 8 minutes to play. Kaizumi, floater wide open in the end zone, touchdown from 13 yards away, and another penalty on Los Angeles. The extra point is blocked, and Charlotte will end up with 26. But, I mean, you want to talk about a wide open receiver. A busted coverage for Wichita, and St. Louis takes the lead again.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Nate Hall, 2:38 to go. San Jose's got to get a touchdown on this drive. The extra point for St. Louis is good. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 27-24. The Rivermen and the Flyers back and forth in a Central Division clash. Wichita's lost 5 in a row. St. Louis has lost 2 in a row. As St. Louis fights for a division title and Wichita fights to play spoiler, that pass inside the 5 for San Jose is incomplete. Looking for Mike O'Neill, who has been deathly quiet today. Third down and 6, 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Nate Hall dropping a throw. Nate Hall had an open receiver and overthrew him. Now it's fourth down. Los Angeles can taste it. They would get at least the 5 seed with a win tonight, improving to 11-5 since they have the tiebreaker over Vegas. At least 11-5 if they win tonight. If so, that would lock Vegas into the 6th seed regardless of what they do. against Salt Lake. Fourth down for Nate Hall. The pass is caught and it's short. There's a fumble. St. Louis just recovered. They ruled that Mike O'Neill was short on his first catch. And Bradley, the kicker, did the kicker recover the fumble? A mad scramble in Wichita. Delro's first fumble on a kick return all season long. Was it actually a fumble? It was recovered by the kicker. Yes, Zirkle, of course you are. Now you can send that Hugo to your favorite team. There is a booth review that is confirmed. Your favorite team can get the boost and the drop. You'll just send that to me in a DM. You get a +5 boost and a -5 drop. That is not a fumble. I think Wichita is going to catch a break here. Drama in Wichita. 2:01 to go in Los Angeles as that first reception for Mike O'Neill ends up inches shy of the first down, and Los Angeles gets a monumental stop. Fowler first down, Wichita first down. 7:48 to go, 2:48 left in Hugo tonight. We are on 25 called numbers. Isaiah Fowler and Los Angeles trying to run out the clock. They're not going to do that by running out of bounds. What a big-time win for Charlotte. It was a tough season for the Royals. They will finish 7-9. Certainly not a bad team, but they have some things to work on. Who knows what they're going to look like. They finished the season winning 2 of their last 3 games, as that ball was almost caught. Solberg 21 of 33. Charlotte beating New Orleans, Albuquerque, Cleveland, Washington, Tennessee, Miami, and Florida. Only the Miami win is really all that special. Tennessee was really bad at the start of the season. That pass for Wichita is caught by Raylan Witten. First down to the St. Louis 44-yard line with 7:03 to go. Timeout San Jose. They are now out of timeouts. Now Zirkle getting his first Hugo of the season. Got to feel good. And on a night where you get double the winnings too. Impressive. Los Angeles has to punt. San Jose is out of timeouts, but they still got a shot. That punt is shanked out of bounds at the 29-yard line. San Jose's got 1 minute and 40 seconds to save their season. They're down by 2 scores. They have no timeouts left. A near impossible task ahead of the Outlaws. St. Louis brings the pressure, and that's a Wichita first down. Hitting Delro. Down to the St. Louis 31-yard line. 1 minute left in Hugo tonight. 5:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Wichita on the move. Both the Flyers and the Rivermen trying to snap a losing streak. Solberg on a check down, incomplete. New Orleans, a disappointing end to their season. They fall to 6-10. At one point, New Orleans had a shot to be tied in the division with Miami. As Wichita, well, nope, they're not in the red zone just yet at the 21-yard line. But New Orleans ends the season on a 4-game losing streak, and they finished 2-7 after that overtime loss to Miami. Tony D needs the 31.
Come on, set, 30 base.
5:12 to go in the fourth. 27-24. Pump fake, Solberg into the end zone, and a bouncing ball is incomplete. San Jose's got a first down to the 37, but they only have 45 seconds to go. That was a pinball if I've ever seen one. Nobody comes up with it. 2nd and 10, 5:06 to go. From 21 yards out. Solberg into the end zone, wide open, touchdown! Wichita retakes the lead, and 21 is off the board. In the dying embers of YOUGO tonight, Wichita retakes the lead. San Jose down into the red zone. Well, they only have 23 seconds left. Both teams blowing coverages in critical moments of this game. Now a booth review with 5:01 to go in the fourth. That was a 21-yard touchdown catch. And I think that's a good catch for Wichita. Down to 23 seconds to go for San Jose. They got to score, and they got to score in a hurry. They're in the red zone. Nate Hall dumps that off. Oh, you got to get out of bounds. That could be the final there for San Jose. That is a confirmed score, which means 21 and 31 come off the board. Wichita retakes the lead. 31, your final call number on YOUGO tonight. We had 27. Well, I guess St. Louis could return the kickoff back. That would give you another one. San Jose falls in Los Angeles. Final score, Aztecs 27 and San Jose 13. I don't want to say with 100% certainty that San Jose is out of the playoffs, but considering they were on the outside looking in, coming into the night, and they lost, it's tough to see how the Outlaws make the dance. They'll have to wait and see. Under 5 to go in the fourth quarter, and there goes St. Louis. They almost did it. Return up to the 42-yard line. Haggins proving to be the most dynamic kick returner in the league. Karen Koizumi tonight, 23 of 31, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. YOUGO card 27 for Ellie in the final moments. Yes, on the fourth row, confirmed. In the fourth column, I should say. Koizumi going to take off and run, fumble the football, and it's picked up by St. Louis. Oh, man, heart attack city. $5 super chat from DJ Kilgannon, and LA wins the battle for Cali. Let's go. Best in the league. JW Hartshorn, YOUGO card 55. Got it on the second row. Very interesting to see how these boosts and drops are going to be applied down the stretch.
15 line. 15 line. Get it.
Joey Hudson says, so what's next? You're going to have to be more specific. As Howes. Did he get the first down? No. 2nd and inches, 4:35 to go. Tony D, card 54. Got a vertical. Yes, on the second row. You also win YOUGO tonight. Karen Koizumi throws an interception. Picked off. Wichita has the football. Joshua Durr with the takeaway with 4:09 to go in the fourth quarter. An inexplicable throw from Koizumi, way off the mark, right into the hands of Durr. And Wichita so close they can take it. They can taste it, I should say. Let's see if we can go full screen a little bit better tonight.
Got it.
53's Mike.
As both our other games are done.
Here we go. Right there.
Big hit there. And there you have it. Full screen here on Game Night.
Ready, set.
58's the Mike.
The last game of the night remaining has 4:05 remaining. Wichita 31, St. Louis 27. Big K. Solberg on a pump fake. That pass is knocked up in the air and picked off. Taken back the other way. St. Louis returns the favor. Palmer with the interception after the receiver gets lit up right on the Zilligan logo at the 50. Look at this hit. Wow, that was a murder. In plain sight. Oh my goodness gracious, that hit. It looked even worse on replay. Sandwiched in the ribs. Deli in the chat, that's been the Flyers season. Now St. Louis after the fourth Flyer turnover. Looks to take advantage, trying to strip the ball away. Junior McCray to the Wichita 25-yard line. Second down and 5, 3:20 to go in the fourth quarter. That pass over to Junior McCray, breaking a tackle, making another man miss down to the 13-yard line. Nothing at stake for Wichita except playing spoiler and trying not to finish the season on a 6-game losing streak. It has been a tough up and down season for the Flyers. St. Louis trying to retake the lead again. Koizumi on the run. Slides at the 9-yard line, just her fourth carry of the day. Wichita started the season 4-0, then lost 3 straight games by 1 possession, and they've never been the same since. Second down and 6, 2:12 to go in the fourth quarter. From the 9-yard line, Koizumi hands it off. Junior McCray going backwards, and Wichita's got 4 players in the backfield, including Durr, to make the stop. 2-minute warning. Rochester and New York follows the conclusion of St. Louis and Wichita. Another game with playoff implications in the East.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh.
Third down and 9 with 2 minutes to go. Koizumi's pass is caught. Homer J down to the goal line. Wow. At the 1. No huddle for St. Louis. They fire it into the end zone. There is a penalty marker. It's pass interference, and it's a St. Louis touchdown.
That penalty is declined.
Another lead change in another dramatic game from Kansas. Extra point is good. 34-31 St. Louis. Wichita has 3 timeouts to win it with a touchdown or tie it with a field goal. There is your Great East Conference playoff picture. If St. Louis wins, they still have a shot at a division title. They would be tied with Dallas at 11-5, assuming they get what they need. But St. Louis would have a better conference record and win the division. If Miami also loses, St. Louis would be your #1 seed in the East. If Wichita finds their way back, St. Louis would fall to 10-6. They beat New York, so they would own the tiebreaker over New York in the 5 seed. Against Rochester, St. Louis did not play the Pioneers, and both of them would have the same conference record, so it would go to RPI, which the resume says St. Louis would have the better resume and they would still be the 5 seed. But either way, It looks like it would be either St. Louis as the 5 or St. Louis as the 1. No huddle here for Wichita, 1:20 to go in the fourth quarter. That over the middle is caught by Timothy Shea. Shea's been who they've been trying to get the ball to more often. 5 catches for 41 yards.
On the ball, come on.
Under a minute to go. All 3 timeouts for the Flyers, still outside of field goal range. Solberg's going to take a shot. One-on-one in the end zone, and Gilmer has to play defense, a little bit overthrown. There is the target line for Drew Duncan. The 57-yarder to even have the power to get it there. Josh Zirkle being swarmed by bees. What's going on in New York? Second down and 10. This is Solberg. Firing, incomplete, had a receiver. We'll talk more about how the West is shaping out in prime time. Looking at the conclusion of this game right now. A back and forth thriller that started as a Wichita blowout. Third down and 10. Solberg gonna take a shot again. It is incomplete. Chris Delro was looking for a flag. Pass knocked away by Darby Clements. It's 4th and 10 Wichita. They gotta go. I mean, he had one-on-one in the end zone to win the game. You can't ask much more than that. 4th and 10 for the Flyers. They need the 39. BK looking, firing. It is caught for a first down. At the 35-yard line, Wichita still alive. .32 seconds left in the fourth.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Solberg out of the gun, empty. And completes it to Witten. Down to the 30-yard line. Timeout Wichita. They have 1 remaining. You still want to try to go for the touchdown here to try to win the game. Right now it'd be a 47-yard field goal to tie the game. St. Louis with a lot at stake. This dramatically determining the playoff bracket in the East. Solberg fires, caught. Shea may have danced behind the first down marker. He did. 3rd down and 1. 1 timeout for Wichita. They'll keep it in their back pocket. Down to 11, down to 10. Would they even dare to try to snap this football? And they will not get it off. That might have been a blessing in disguise. It was getting dangerous. 5 seconds left. Wichita will have to settle for a field goal. A 43-yard attempt for Wichita to potentially send us into overtime. That field goal is good, and we're tied at 34. For the record, St. Louis is 2-0 in overtime. This would be their 3rd overtime in 6 weeks. For Wichita, they have not played in overtime. And when you consider that St. Louis is 2-0 in overtime and that Miami is 4-0 in overtime, the Eastern Conference, I mean, these are some close wins for double-digit winning teams. Can Haggins return this kickoff to the house and put it away? He would be the guy to do it in this league right now. From the 4. Haggins stopped at the 32, and we have more football. The battle in the Metro is going to have to wait. We're tied at 34. St. Louis has won the toss. Wowzer. Kick is away in overtime. The overtime rules is each team gets a chance to possess the ball. If you don't score a touchdown on the opening possession. If you do score a touchdown on the opening possession, the game is over. So it is St. Louis's game to lose right now. If they score a touchdown on the opening possession, they win the game. If not, the next score wins. 422 to 406 in total yards in favor of Wichita. Koizumi's pass dangerously into the flats, caught for a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 for the Rivermen. Fires it to McCray. Stops short of the first down. Koizumi's 30 of 39. Clear your cards. Hugo will return in prime time. Horizontal, vertical, 4 corners. Diagonal will win. 3rd and 1. Koizumi's going to throw to the near side and overthrew McCray. St. Louis is going to have to punt at their own 32-yard line. That one just got away from Koizumi. That hit the Raylan Witten, who's sitting on the bench over there. Oh, what a time for an inaccurate throw. Now it's up to St. Louis's defense. Both defenses have struggled at times today. This deep kick is too deep into the end zone. If St. Louis, look at Solberg, a little inefficient today, 31 of 50 for 373 yards. Dallas would win the East if St. Louis loses. Handoff, Chris Delrow, nothing doing. So despite what happens against Tennessee, now Miami would get the #1 seed if Dallas lost and Miami won in that scenario. So Dallas still has something to play for regardless against Tennessee. 2nd down and 9 for Wichita. Handoff Delrow. St. Louis's defense trying to get a stop right now to get the ball back to their own. 3rd down and 6. Over 50 passes tonight for Solberg.
60 outlaw.
Solberg on 3rd down and 6. He's going to take a shot. Solberg deep down the field. One-on-one coverage is caught. At the Riverman 21, Timothy Shea. With the catch, Wichita's in scoring range. An absolute rocket ship. May have just sunk St. Louis into the wild card.
Down. 10-2 stop.
At the 21, 1st down for Solberg. Handoff Delrow inside the 10 and down to the 5. Chris Delrow moves Wichita into almost certain scoring position. And you would think inside the 20 now that Wichita would just kick the game winner Offense on the field at the moment.
Ready, ready.
First and goal at the 5. Dangerous ball to Adkins. That was a little high, too. No gain. Wichita playing with fire. I mean, the Flyers literally have nothing to lose except, you know, the game, obviously.
Pittsburgh.
They are really trying to put St. Louis away emphatically. And Solberg keeps it on an option read. That was a mistake. A loss of 3. He's lucky he didn't fumble. Childs with the sack. Well, I guess it'd be a TFL officially since he was a runner. Just kick it, Wichita. We have seen teams in overtime just kick it and get out of here. So it's got to be a one line of thousands of lines of code somewhere. 3rd and goal at the 8. Wichita playing with fire. And they're just going to hand it off to Pollard to get a little bit closer, that much closer, down to the 3. This is a 20-yard chip shot for the win. 500 total yards for the Flyers tonight. Wichita, not a very good kicking team, but they can win the game right here with a 20-yard chip shot. Just can't get it blocked. The kick is good, and Wichita snaps a 5-game losing streak, knocking off division rival St. Louis, sending the Rivermen into the wild card, and giving Dallas the Central Division Championship. Cue the outro. A sensational end to game night, unless you're a Rivermen fan. St. Louis going into the playoffs on a 3-game losing streak, awaiting their opponent. Your final score, Wichita 37, St. Louis 34 in overtime. Los Angeles takes out San Jose 27-13. Charlotte beats New Orleans 26-3. I'm UFL co-founder Cameron Irvine, and from all of us at the UFL, this has been a presentation of the Virtual Football Network. Rochester and New York comes up next. The winner wins the Metro and gets a top 4 seed. The loser joins St. Louis and others in the wild card round. Have a great night, everybody, and enjoy the call from Colin and Josh. We'll be back shortly.